Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Touchdown! Cade Otton, his first touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now Cade York for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 10. Back to throw here. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Breece Hall with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with wind?
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Jets, nothing.
The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now they'll shift things around. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. In motion comes the tight end left. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 15. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's got Harris running the slant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2. He'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 12-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get...
They've got his man complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. New York now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
Well, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, New York.
19 tight, 19 tight. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Jets. Anthony Schwartz, 68 yards. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
18, run, Warriors, 17.
Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 average, 60 average. Ready.
He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
On play action, they'll throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Stephanie.
They'll look to throw again. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they'll throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. Able to push his way through. And he'll be out of bounds. Able to get it down to the 25 there. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Come on, come on. Hey. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll find Shorts complete right side. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one to the right side and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And they're going to speed things up here. They go play action here on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On mark line.
A give running right is Hall. A little juke. And they'll get this down to the 10. 113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Calvin Austin from a yard out. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The York on now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Right back to him on first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on him and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! Go street!
Now back to throw. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. Now third down and very long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They'll set up a throw.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
He will go down. A Cowboys sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Skirts by him at the 35. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
2nd and 5.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Shifts by him. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets are back within a score. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Here we go.
13 yards remaining on second down.
Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
Warrior 70.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Gets past one man, and they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
At the 7-yard line.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Anthony Schwartz with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Howell now to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Come on. Set. 19, Pioneer. 70 Ranger. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he finds Austin complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He got 29 yards that time. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. In motion left goes a tight end.
Roll. Rig it. Bronco switch. Hurt.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Give to Hall running right. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On the end around, here comes Smith. And He'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Trap 60, trap 60.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on fourth down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Calvin Austin with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Shoves him aside near the 35. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. There's a short one complete to Harris.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor question he needs, and has had to pick himself up off the...
Back to throw here. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive took a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And Johnson's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Howell now to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yard.
Touchdown! Cowboys! Breece Hall, 75 yards. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Julian Love puts it, and the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
Here we go.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right at the 35. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Jets will take over. Here's first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Perry. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to throw again. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Hall. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Boy, sitting on a 2-score. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they are able to spike it. Cutting it close, but 2 seconds left on the clock. Ball at the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act.